How's it going, YouTube? NYC for Andy here. I have a lot of big news. I just found out about it myself. I don't know about you guys. You might be a little bit more savvy than I am. But anyway, a lot of big announcements were made regarding the Grand Tournament. They released a bunch more cards and a new type of mechanic, as well as a new type of reward system for ranked. So enough bullshit. Let's just get right into it. And right here, forgive me for the picture quality, this is the best stuff I could find, but they're going to start having a ranked reward where it'll show up in your quest log that shows you the highest rank that you got that season, and prizes will vary according to whatever rank you get. Like, I think this is an example of a person who reached rank 17. You know, they got a golden common card, the season card back, and 20 dust. Honestly, that's not that bad for reaching rank 17. I mean, I've gone arena runs where I don't even get a golden card. And I've gone arena runs where I get like 11 wins and I get a golden card. So honestly, reaching rank 17 is a lot easier than having to kick myself in the ass to get 11 wins in arena for a golden common. This is, I think, an example of a person who reached rank 5. You know, they get 2 golden commons, a golden epic, some dust, and the card back, you know. Alright, and now for the cards that were revealed. Again, forgive me for the picture quality. This is the best stuff I could find. But right here we have a Shaman card, a 2 mana with an overload of 1, and it's Ancestral Knowledge. And it is draw 2 cards. So it's a spell for 2 mana, draw 2 cards. Wait, the overload? Oh, sorry, the overload is 2. Ooh. See, I don't know about that. I thought the overload was 1. If the overload was 1, it ties with Arcane Intellect. But the overload of 2, so that means you play it turn 2. You can't play anything turn 3, really. But I'm sure someone can find a way to work it in. You know, because now that there's Lava Shock, that you lose the overload, I'm sure there's a way to work it out. It's probably a better late game card. It's going to be a great card in Arena, because in Arena you're always card starved. But I really don't see it getting too much play in Ranked, especially since all the totem mechanics are coming out. A lot of people are just going to be playing Mana Tide Totem and not have to deal with the overload. Right here we have Argent Lance. It's a 2 mana, 2/2, 2 attack, 2 durability weapon. And this is one of the new mechanics that they're kind of introducing. And it's called Jousting. And you reveal a minion in each deck. I don't know if it puts it into play. I don't know that yet. I don't know if it puts it into play or into your hand, or it's just, you know, playing peekaboo. But if your minion costs more than theirs, this card gets +1 durability. So it could be a 2/3 weapon for 2 mana, which isn't that bad. Even by itself, a 2 mana 2/2 weapon, it's not that bad. It can still be used to control the early game. Alright, and here we have the Armored Warhorse. Again, that jousting mechanic. It's got that battle cry, reveal a minion in each deck. If yours costs more, this gains charge. So a 4 mana 5/3 with a possibility of charge is pretty good. You know, it's got the right amount of stats, and then charge. Ooh, I'm sure someone can find a way to put this in a deck, because a 5 mana burst, just. And then we have a warrior card. Very unusual, actually. It seems like they're trying to get away from that annoying ass fucking Patron Warrior. And it's a 2 mana spell called Bolster. Give your taunt minions +2/+2. So it seems like they're trying to get warriors to play slower and not get away from that Grim Patron shit. But then again, this could backfire drastically, because I'm already imagining this being played on like the Unstable Ghoul, just so they can get more value out of it and get another turn to build up their patrons and frothing berserkers and all that. So if they could find a way for it to work, I would imagine it would be that. Something like that. And then we have a rogue card. A 3 mana spell. Add 2 random class cards to your hand from your opponent's class. I don't know how good this will be. It's kind of like a mini Nefarian, really. A 3 mana Nefarian, except without the 8/8. I can't imagine this getting played too often. And then I really don't know why they made the character look like the Hamburglar. He seriously looks like the Hamburglar. I know I wouldn't play this card. I'll end up getting something the stupidest shit. Like, I'll play this against the mage and I'll get like 2 arcane explosions or some shit. And then we have a 4 mana 4/4 legendary called Gormak the Impaler. And its battle cry is, if you have at least 4 other minions, deal 4 damage. 4 mana 4/4, it's not that bad. I mean, it's a little average for the stats, you know, because the Chillwind Yeti is a 4 mana 4/5. But then that battle cry, if you control at least 4 other minions, deal 4 damage. I can imagine this card being played in mainly zoo decks. In zoo decks where you rush them down, like I can imagine a hunter playing this card. You know, they play a haunted creeper or something, and I don't know, like an egg, the Nerubian egg, and then I don't know, some other horse shit, like an abusive sergeant. They pop the spider, and then boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they use this, and they go face. I can imagine it being like that. And then we have like a mini injured Blademaster here. It's injured Kvalder. It's a 1 mana 2/4, and its battle cry is deal 3 damage to this minion. Okay, so this will work well in a lot of priest decks. Other classes though, it's basically a 1 mana 2/1, because you can't really heal it in other classes. So I can only imagine this being played in priests. This could be the new opener instead of the Northshire Cleric. You know, you play this turn 1, turn 2 you heal it, and you have a 2/3 turn 2, and just the nonsense keeps going on and on. Other classes though, I can't imagine being this played, no. And then we have a 6 mana 5/6, another neutral, and it's the Master Jouster. Reveal a minion from each deck. If yours costs more, this gains Taunt and Divine Shield. So, yeah. I don't know why. This is like a little bit stronger than the Sunwalker. I have mixed emotions about this card, because it's 6 mana 5/6, so I mean the stats could be better, but if you lose that Joust, yeah, it doesn't seem worth it, because the Sunwalker is a 6 mana 4/5, so this is a 6 mana 5/6, and there's not even a guarantee that you might have Taunt and Divine Shield. But what it seems like they're doing with this jousting mechanic is they're wanting you to play big stuff. Okay, they're really trying to slow this game down. They're trying to step away from the zoo, rush your face, hunter, the Boladin. They're trying to get away from that and just trying to make it more enjoyable, where the games actually last longer than 5 minutes. And then this is another card. I don't know why this isn't a legendary. This card looks a little broken to me, actually. It's a 5 mana 4/3, and it has Inspire. Give your minions +1/+1. Does not say until end of turn, so it's kind of like the same thing as the Stormwind Champion. So if you can actually get this to survive, it would seem very broken to me, especially if you have a lot of minions on the board. Actually, no, it doesn't seem broken, because it has crap stats for the mana cost, and 3 health dies to just about any 2-drop. So I would say it's fairly balanced. And in order to get the most out of it, you need to play this and use your hero power, which would be turn 7. So it's basically a Stormwind champion with less health. And then we have the Skeleton Knight, a 6 mana 7/4 legendary. Okay, it's a 7/4, so that's not great stats at all. I mean, 7 attack means it dies instantly to Big Game Hunter. The 4 health means it dies to Flame Strike and a lot of other AoEs. But it's Death Rattle. Its Death Rattle is the Joust type thing. Reveal a minion in each deck. If yours costs more, then return it to your hand. Which would be good if you can get that thing to stick. Let's say you play this and, I don't know, you run it into one of their things. Like, you run it into their Dr. Boom and, you know, you win the Joust and it comes back to your hand. That would be value right there. Or even if they, like, big game it and you win the Joust, then you still get to play it again, and, you know, he already used this big game. So I kind of see potential in this card. I mean, I like it. I want it to work, but I just don't think it's going to, because the fact that it has 4 health. If they made it a 6/5, it'd be a little bit better, but 4 health. A lot of things die to 4 health. And then we have a Paladin card. The 5 mana 5/5 Tuskar Jouster. Reveal a minion in each deck. If yours costs more, restore 7 health to your hero. Which I have to say is excellent. That sounds excellent right there. 5 mana 5/5. So it's solid all around, you know, 5 mana 5/5. And then to just get that 7 health back to your hero, if it works, that would be amazing. Because the Guardian and Kings is a 7 mana 5/6, I believe, and that restores 6 health. So yeah, this would totally be worth it. And it's a Paladin class card, which they haven't revealed much of, except for that Argent Lance I was talking about earlier. Well, anyway, guys, that's it. That's my thoughts. I do like how they're trying to slow down the game a little bit. I don't think it'll be too successful. I do like how they're going to be rewarding people for ranking up past rank 20, which, you know, is long overdue. And since they're going to be rewarding people for that, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that they revamp their award system for Arena. You know, I think the Arena rewards are just a little too shitty for what you have to do to get them. Because you basically have to bend over backwards to get, you know, 8+ wins. You're pretty much bending over backwards, you know, to get them. I think those prizes should be much better. The early game ones, you know, I don't know. Well, anyway, guys, that's it for now. Like, follow, subscribe. You could watch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/NYC for Andy. My Twitter's down below. Thanks, guys. Enjoy.